bengenza i-maths. So i-maths in the mechanical engineering, I was taking extra maths courses, and then finally I set for honors mathematics courses, in which in 2019 I registered for MSc in mathematics, which was upgraded to a PhD in 2020. So yeah, roughly about 26. Kunama challenges umuntu awafaceayo around that age, especially, but into engizama encourage youth ngayo uba be an independent thinker, because abantu, they will tell you many things. Don't pursue this. You're young. Why not go to work immediately after completing your studies? But I think if there's anything you're ever interested in, ungabi shy. I think we should also have a culture as young people of not saying this thing is difficult, it can't be done. I think we should really emphasize actually informal discussions with your friends. Discuss about your studies. There's nothing wrong about that. I know abantu bati we are poor or something. It's they need to also understand that thinking about mathematics and loving to learn is also a cool thing as a young person. And since we career manje, not to talk too much in mathematics, there's actually this thing. It's very useful, especially if you don't know what you want, what career you want as a person. So in some sense, I was fortunate that I knew I love mathematics, and I still really do. But if you choose a career and there's if you go to Google, there's this thing called the MBTI personality test. So usashe MBTI personality test. What it does is uyangena, and then kuzoba nama questions abakuzwa based on your life. Uthanda uphuma kangakanani. There will be questions, and then you just tick.
Sorry? Can we mute everyone, please? Can we mute everyone? Continue, Mr. Chile.
Okay, thank you. So let's just say the MBTI personality test. Uzothola ama questions lapho bazokubuza based on life yakho, ukuthi uthanda abantu, uthanda ukuphuma, uthanda ukuhlala endlini and stuff like that. But at the end, izokunikeza ama results wakho. For example, ithi career choice yakho, choose civil engineering, or choose mathematics, or choose applied mathematics, or something like that. And then izokunikeza nama tips what do you need to do to be successful in that specific career, and also actually popular people who are in the same field. So you go work a local from me.
Thank you very much. Within the given time, 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Mr. Chile. Yeah, Mr. Chile is talking about his journey. Uti, you must fall in love with the process. Whatever that you're doing, just fall in love with it so that you can succeed as a young person. Uti naye, he was raised by a single parent. Uti, it doesn't mean Uti, your success can be achieved if you only raised by both parents. It's all in your mind. And then lastly, Mr. Chile, Uti, as a young person, you can go to Google and type MBTI personality test so that you can test yourself, Uguti, which field can you follow. Thank you so much, Mr. Chile. Coming back to our program, we have Miss Michelle Tahe, who is also our beneficiary. It is written there, NTM Bursary alumni. Mr. Tahe, Miss Tahe, Miss Tahe, Michelle. She holds BCom accounting degree, a bridging course into certified theology in accountancy currently, currently studying a CTA, Certified Theory in Accountancy, also known as a postgraduate diploma in accounting science, finalizing her chartered accountant. Ms. Tage, over to you, ma'am. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Michelle.
Oh,
We can't hear you.
sorry.
Michelle.
On mute. Hello?
Yeah. Yes, now you are audible, ma'am.
Okay.
Proceed,
Sorry,
ma'am.
everyone. Greetings, everyone. All protocols observed. My name is Michelle Tage, and I am a beneficiary of the Nkangala District Municipality. I was sponsored by the Nkangala District Municipality throughout my undergraduate degree, and I don't think I would have made it this far in my career field without their continuous support and mentoring. So my journey, I'm going to talk about my journey. I passed my matric in 2014 at World School Benvillion, and I was doing science subjects in my high school year in grade 10, 11, and 12. I started with commerce when I got to varsity. Most of the time, people think that when you're doing science subject at high school, you're probably going to study towards becoming an engineer, a doctor, a pharmacist, and so on. But I started with my become accounting in varsity without any background of commerce from high school. So it's possible. I'll talk about the requirements that you need to study towards become accounting at the University of Johannesburg. So I am a become accounting graduate, like they said, from the University of Johannesburg. I completed my BCTA, which is known as Bridging Course into Certified Theory of Accountancy at the University of Johannesburg. And currently I am studying Certified Theory in Accountancy, which is also known as Postgraduate Diploma in Accounting Science. So the journey, my network, sorry. The journey of becoming a chartered accountant is not that long, but it's quite a journey, and it requires hard work and dedication. It requires you to study very hard. It requires you to put uh, your life on hold, the busyness of other things in your life on hold, and just focus on the career itself. So going on forward, I still need to do my articles, which is 3 years, and then write 2 board exams. Then if I pass those board exams, that's when I will become a chartered accountant. So I would like to encourage all grade 10, 11, and 12 learners to work very hard and study very hard in their high school journey, and as well as when they get to varsity. I would like to encourage you guys to study hard and also work very hard so that you can be able to use your grade 11 results to apply to university and also apply for the Nkangala District Municipality bursary. It is a very good bursary because it has helped me so much. It paid for my tuition fees, it paid for my accommodation, it paid for my books, it paid for my food allowances when I was in varsity, which basically means that they were covering everything when I was in varsity. So I'd like to encourage learners to work very hard and produce good results in their grade 11 and 12 year and be able to apply and get admission and also apply for this bursary. So if you want to become a chartered accountant, there are steps in which I'm going to share with you on what to do and the requirements that you need, and as well as the journey itself. So first of all, if you are in matric right now or in grade 11, you need to register for your NBT test, which is a national benchmark test. Yeah. So you can go on Google and just Google NBT or Google National Benchmark Test. That is the test that you need to write before you can get enrolled in the university of your choice. So the test is going to test your language skills and your mathematical skills. You're going to write both for your language and maths if you want to study towards becoming a chartered accountant. So you have to register for the NBT test online, and then once you register for the NBT test online, you are going to have to also choose a center where you are going to write the test. So it will give you options. So I'd suggest that you Google NBT, and then you will get further information about what you need to do regarding this test. The other thing is that there are certain qualifications that you can choose from when you get to, I'm going to talk about specifically University of Johannesburg. So there is on their brochure there, it's called what's the name of that brochure? It's called the APS point APS point brochure, where you're going to look for the different types of qualifications that you're going to choose from and apply for. So if you want to become a chartered accountant, you have three options. You can do your you can choose to apply for accounting the CA stream, which is a 3-year degree. It's a 3-year degree, and it requires a APS point of 33. You need to have a level 4 in English, which is 50% in English, yes. And mathematics, you need level 5, which is 60%. And they do not allow math literacy. So you need APS point of 33, English level 4, which is 50, maths level 5, which is 60. This one is the Bachelor of Accounting Science. It's a 3-year degree, and you are going to have to meet all those requirements. So after you pass your degree, with this one, after you pass your degree, you can then go straight and do your CTA, which is the one that I'm doing now, your Certified Theory in Accountancy, provided that in your 3rd year, you get an average of 55% for all your modules at the University of Johannesburg, of course. And then there's also an option to study BCom accounting. With BCom accounting, you need an APS point of 28, which is English level 4, 50%, maths level 4, 50%. And then with this one, you're going to need to go through a program called BCTA, which is what I did last year. It's called the Bridging Course into Certified Theory in Accountancy. And then after that, that's when you're going to do your Certified Theory in Accountancy. And then for those that are doing maths literacy and you really, really want to become a chartered accountant, there's still an option for you. So if you are doing maths literacy in high school at the moment, there's an option that you can do an extended program at UJ. It's called an extended BCom accounting program. That's where you need an APS point of 28 with maths literacy. If you have maths literacy, you need an APS point of 28. And you need English level 4, which is 50%. You need maths literacy average of 70%. So you need to pass your maths literacy with an average of 70%. And then this is a 4-year program. The first year is going to be an introduction year into become accounting. They will introduce you to mathematics, to statistics, and it will really help you a lot if you're looking to become a chartered accountant. So I would encourage those that are doing maths literacy, because most of the time, if you're doing maths literacy, they would tell you that there's no way you can become a chartered accountant. So at UJ, there's an opportunity for you to do the extended program. And then from there on, if you pass very well, you need an average of, I think, 60% to be able to do your BCTA. And then after your BCTA, then you will then need an average of 55% to do your CTA. So those are the requirements of uh, all grade 11 and 12 learners who wish to become chartered accountants at the University of Johannesburg. So I'd like to encourage all grade 11 and 12 learners to work very hard. Often when you go to varsity, people think it's going to be a great time, it's a nice time, you're going to enjoy, you're finally going to be on your own, away from your parents. But in reality, when you get to university, you need to work really, really hard. You need to be able to put everything on hold and focus on your academics. In that way, you'll be able to pass with good marks and be able to finish your degree on record time. And that will also help you to be able to do the BCTA and CTA, because those averages are quite high and you need to meet them in order for you to pursue this CA journey. So with my hard work and dedication, I was able to obtain my degree on record time, and I was able to pass all my modules. Within my undergraduate degree, I never had any modules failed. I didn't fail any modules. I never wrote any supplementary exams, and I was able to obtain an average of 72% for the degree. And that was only possible because I had put everything on hold and focused on my academics. I focused on making sure that I do well, and I made sure that when it's time to study, I studied. So I'd like to encourage everyone to work hard, stay consistent. I know it's during tough times of COVID. It's hard to study sometimes because we are studying from home. But I'd like to encourage you to work very hard and stay consistent, and know that for every time you work hard, there will be results. Hard work does pay, and I mean, you're only going to suffer for 4 years of your life or 5 years of your life. And then after that, um, you will literally enjoy the benefits of your hard work. So, grade 11 and 12, all the best with your 2021 year. Work hard, stay consistent, ask for help, uh, look at your TV and look for those programs that they help you with your mathematics and physics and all the other subjects. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon, colleagues. Our program director is struggling with network. Can I request Mr. Sambo from University of Mpumalanga to come in and give us a presentation while our program director is still trying to come back? Thank you very much. Please switch on your video.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please accept my apology. My video is not working because I have damaged the camera. So please accept my apology for that. But I just want to check, can everyone hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Like I've said, sorry, my video is not working because I've damaged the camera.
No, it's fine. You can proceed, Mr. Sambo.
Thank you very much. As University of Mpumalanga, as it has been said, my name is Glenn Sambo. I'm working in the marketing department here at the University of Mpumalanga. Firstly, I'll just start off by thanking the executive of Nkangala District Municipality for this opportunity, and also greet everyone, and also greet the panel members and all protocol observed. I'll just start off by giving you a brief history of the University of Mpumalanga. University of Mpumalanga is based here in Mpumalanga. We've got two campuses. We've got a campus at Mbombela. We also have a campus at Siabuswa. Currently at Siabuswa, we are offering education, and then the rest of our programs are offered at the Mbombela campus. University of Mpumalanga, it was established in 2013, and then we first had our enrollment, or the first enrolled students, in 2014. We started with less than 200 students as a university, and only 3 programs were offered by 2014. Then the university has grown under the leadership of Professor Tokumayekiso. Today, we are proud as a university to say we are now offering more than 30 qualifications, and we have got more than 4,000 students. By 2020, we had an enrollment of more than 4,000 students. So we are growing as a university. There's still a lot of work to be done. To establish a university, it's actually one of the most difficult things to do, because before you can start offering programs, you have to make sure that you follow the due processes to make sure that you make applications to offer those programs. You must get a green light from the Council for Higher Education, and then that program must be registered with SAQA, so that when the student completes the qualification, then that qualification is actually a recognized qualification. So as a university, as I've said, there's still a lot of work to be done, but there are a lot of things that have been done already. As I've mentioned now that we are offering, we started with 3 programs in 2014, and now we've got more than 30 programs that we are offering, and the enrollment is growing as well. There's the University of Mpumalanga. We don't only focus on the academic side. We also have the student life, but I'll get to that now. Firstly, let me just give you a brief summary of the programs that we are offering as a university. We do have diplomas. We have got bachelors, and then we also have advanced diplomas. We also have honors degrees. We also have postgraduate diplomas. We also have master's degrees as we are speaking now. And we will actually introduce PhD programs in the next coming few years. So we are actually receiving accreditation to offer programs every now and then. Like for example, the programs that if we receive accreditation to offer that particular program, now in 2021, we start making preparations and then we offer that program the following year. So we have some of the programs that we have, if I can just call out the list quickly, we've got a diploma in agriculture, a diploma in hospitality management, a diploma in ICT, a diploma in nature conservation, a diploma in animal production. We've got a Bachelor of Education, a Bachelor of Agriculture and Agricultural Extension. We've got a Bachelor of Development Studies, a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, a Bachelor of Commerce, a Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Science. We also have a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences and a Bachelor of Administration. Under advanced diplomas, we've got the advanced diploma in agriculture, advanced diploma in hospitality management, advanced diploma in agricultural production, advanced diploma in agriculture in post-harvesting technology, advanced diploma in nature conservation, and advanced diploma in ICT. We also have honors degrees as well in geography, English, sociology, and economics. We also have honors in development studies and honors in agricultural extension, and also other master's degrees, as I've already mentioned. So as I have said, that as a university, we don't only concentrate on your academic side. Yes, the academic side is very important because the main reason of you being at the university is the fact that you are here to come and study, and after the 3 years or 4 years, you need to actually exit the university with the qualification, because that is the main reason. But we do have a student life that focuses on the well-being of students. We have got students have got an opportunity to participate in student leadership and governance. They've got an opportunity to participate in sporting activities. We also have health and wellness and student development. We've got a dedicated team of professionals who focus on counseling, and we also have a clinic on campus for students. So while you are here at the university, you are not lost. The clinic is there; it's free of charge. And then if you need counseling services, we offer them as well. We also offer student accommodation at the University of Mpumalanga. And so if those who are interested in accommodation, or if you want to be considered for accommodation, please make sure that you indicate on your application form that you would want to be considered for accommodation. And then when it comes to applications, we only accept online applications as a university. You go to our website, ump.ac.za, and then you go to study with us, and then it will guide you through the process of application from start to finish. We have got an application fee of 150 rand that a student must pay, and they must provide proof of payment. The banking details are there on the website. So you go to the bank and deposit. You can do a direct transfer, or you can go to the bank and deposit that money and scan all the required.
As you conclude, continue, but so you are conclude.
Okay, so in terms of online applications, as I've said, the most important documents will be the copy of your ID, the proof of payment, or if you have got a national certificate already, you can include a copy of that. And so complete your online application. Make sure that you complete everything, because all the information that we ask for is information that helps us to make to make a decision as to whether we should accept you or not accept you as a student. So please make sure that you attach all those relevant documents and fully complete the application process. So we are looking forward to seeing some of you joining us at the Siyabuso campus or at Mbombela campus next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sambo. Mr. Sambo from the University of Mpumalanga, he indicated they have 2 campuses. He also indicated the qualifications they offer. He also said the university is growing. We are so happy to hear that. And also he indicated they only consider online applications, and indicated you must make sure you upload all the documents that are needed for your application to be considered. Thank you very much, Mr. Sambo. Our next panelist is Mr. P. Henning from Boston College. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm not sure whether you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Proceed.
I am very sorry. I'm actually tangled up over here with some of the cabling because I needed to change over to my cell phone. I am not able to use my microphone on my PC. So if you can give me just a few seconds, I will be with you.
Are you willing, Mr. Henning?
MMC Makabane.
Yebo.
Due to time, can we allow Mr. Peter to maybe fix himself? Then let the next speaker come in. Then he will be the last one. Once we are checking our time, we don't have enough time.
Oh, okay. Can you speak to him offline so that I allow the next?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Let me allow the next presenter, which is Mr. Lawrence Ntimane from Standard Bank. Mr. Ntimane, sir, over to you.
Thank you, MMC, and good afternoon to everybody. It's such a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you about careers and life in general. I will take a different approach into the conversation. I'm not going to speak about my history and qualifications, but I'll just talk about careers that are available to you as the youth in the banking industry. Even though I am employed by Standard Bank, many of the things I can talk about from a Standard Bank perspective, but this is available across the banking industry. I want to say that for many of us, the banking industry is very distant, and it is quite a pleasant place to work at, as I can attest. I've been working in the banking industry for the past 14 years, having worked across all the big 4 banks, now at Standard Bank. I have enjoyed and experienced different roles in the bank. So I have a much more broader understanding. What I want to tell the audience is that the banking industry is actually very similar to government. Almost all the roles that you find in this industry are actually found in government. We work in terms of sectors and segments, and yet government works in terms of departments. So there's a lot of similarities. And what I would like you to take out of that statement is that the many roles that you see, you can actually do both in the industry of banking and in government. As an example, I have worked with people who have a teaching background, and I have worked with people with an engineering background. In between that, you find people with a medical background, because we have a health sector, we have public sector for people who have worked in government, and we also have engineers who do and manage our projects. So for you, as a learner at high school, you should be very, very encouraged to say, in whatever field of study that you are, if you make sure that you acquire numeracy or I would say numerical ability, that's going to be very important. It sets a very strong foundation for you to participate effectively in the banking industry. It's also very important to note that we need a lot of people who have the ability to relate to others. Now, the majority of the roles in banking are about serving customers. You're going to need that ability to talk to people so that you can be able to listen to people when they bring their issues to you, and you can then assist in solving them. Yes, there is a very, very big element of sales in the banking industry. We need to actually give people solutions to the problems that they bring. So if somebody comes to me with a need for money, I need to be able to provide to them the product that will make sure that it does not only give them access to funds, but also solve the problems that they are having. Just to use as an example, it is for a very different purpose that I would borrow money when I want to send my child to university than when I would want to buy a car. And there are various solutions to that. And as a person who has sales ability, you need to be able to understand my problem and therefore be able to sell me the right kind of product for my solution. We actually need those problem-solving skills. It's got a cost that you must think when you listen to your customer speaking, so that the solutions that you offer are appropriate. Why appropriate? The law in this country governs what and how the bank can sell. The what and how the bank can sell. The bank cannot sell you just about anything for everything, because the law dictates that whatever solution the bank sells you, that solution must be appropriate, must be well understood by yourself, and be given fairly in terms of price, in terms of delivery timelines, in terms of you accepting and agreeing to it. Failure to that actually can get the bank into big trouble. So it becomes very, very important that we make sure that every other solution that we provide is actually properly linked to the problem that we have presented as a customer. So that demands that we have a very clear understanding of what the law says. Like I said earlier, just like government, for everything we do in the bank, there's a law attached to it. There is a regulation attached to it. So we do not act as we wish. We do not do things as we like. we do things as dictated to us by law. As you will know that we are regulated by various bodies. Some of it is self-regulation by ourselves, but most of it is definitely by government. Therefore, we cannot afford to break the law as an institution. If you break the law within the banking industry, you'll have to be allowed to go and stay at home. As you will be aware that the banking industry is very big in this country. It actually offers many career opportunities. So I would like to encourage you that in whatever field of study that you are in, it could be in sciences, it could be in commercial subjects, it could be even in humanities and social sciences. You have a place in the banking industry on the basis that the services that we offer cut across the whole spectrum of society. You'll understand that in this country, there are several regulations like triple BEE that seek to foster and enforce a transformation in the economy, and that therefore creates an opportunity for all of us in the various spheres of life to play a particular role. You do not need to be maths literate to operate in the CSI space, that social responsibility. You don't need to be maths literate to serve in a role of a salesperson. If you do have numerous skills in that role, you definitely will be at an advantage, but you definitely can. For as long as you can read, write, for as long as you can count, you definitely can play a role in that particular a line of job or career. So what I want to encourage you is, if you want to join the banking industry, you don't have to be hung up on the qualification that you have. Any qualification that you have has got a place in the industry. But it is very proper and advisable that if you want to join this industry, you need to decide what line you want to follow. So if you are an engineer and you want to join the bank, you need to know that I'm an engineer, I want to do stuff that is related to engineering in the bank. This will not be the same engineering as you will do in mining or in construction. But what you must understand is that we finance projects in mining and we finance projects in construction. You therefore are going to be very key in advising the bank and making the right decisions about how to finance players in those industries, because you have the in-depth knowledge of that industry. And that takes me to the next skill that you're going to require. You are definitely going to require to be very detail focused. Your ability to read through detail and understand it is going to be very key. And it is a growing area in the industry, the area of analytics, data analytics. We now operate on the back of information. The kind of databases that are available need somebody who's going to understand them and make sense out of them and actually identify.
As you conclude, Mr.
Yes.
Timane.
Yes. So as you read the data, you need to extract meaning out of them, meaning which we can then use to advance the bank's products. It's going to be very important that you also are a strong person. When I say strong, I talk about somebody who is resilient, who can actually withstand difficult times. Now, you would have seen, if you go sit on a bank floor, you'll find customers fighting with tellers, find customers fighting with consultants because they are not heavy. We're looking for people who are going to stand up to that and be able to continue and do it on a day-to-day basis. Please continue to learn. Do not give up on learning. You must continue to learn at all times, at every opportunity, and actually be interested in learning the things that you do not know. On that note, thanks a lot, MMC.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timane, for your presentation. Yeah, he spoke about the qualities that you must have in order for you to work at the bank, and also spoke about the abilities. You must be able to relate to other people because you'll be interacting with different people or different customers that are coming to the bank. Thank you so much, Mr. Ntimane, for your presentation. Can we, our next speaker let's go back to Mr. Henning from Boston College. I hope he is ready now. Mr. Henning?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Proceed.
Great. Let me just see quickly if I can put this other camera on. It seems like that one doesn't work. All right. Are you able to see me? Unfortunately, I have to use now my cell phone because my system on my desk doesn't want to operate today. My name is Peter Henning. I am the branch manager of Boston College in Witbank. And I heard everybody singing the song about themselves. So I just wanted to say that I matriculated in 1979. That is most probably before some people on this portal was born. But I then qualified myself as a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, a civil engineer. I then studied education and theology, and also public administration and a few other management courses. I worked also at Nkangala FET College, where I went on, I resigned actually in 2014 as a campus manager of the Witbank branch, and I then started at Boston College, and I'm the branch manager here at Boston College. But I just wanted to indicate to our learners at school, and I'm talking specifically to the grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12 students, to please make sure that you do study with your whole heart and with your whole soul, because that is actually your whole future that you are having in your hands at this moment. After matric or grade 12, you are going to have to get into tertiary education. And I want to invite all of you to take a look at the qualifications that Boston City Campus and Business College does offer. I'm going to name a few. We are, first of all, accredited with the British Accreditation Council, and that means that we are having our accreditation internationally. We are also accredited at this moment with the United States of America business colleges and universities as well. And I just wanted to say that we are accredited and registered with the Higher Education Council of South Africa as well. We offer in our higher education and undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications, starting with our postgraduate diploma in management. We also have bachelor's degrees in law, management and marketing, human resource management, accounting systems, and also social sciences. We also have different diplomas. For instance, diplomas in event management, systems development, network systems, human resource management, financial accounting, business management, marketing management, and then also of course, they are the students that does not qualify to actually go to university and do not have the correct subjects to actually get into university to do the degree studies. We therefore offer also our higher certificates to act as a stepping stone into degree studies. For any one of those higher certificates, it's a level 5 qualification. You will then be able to apply through USAF to get entrance into a bachelor's degree. I also just wanted to indicate that we as Boston College have the Career Compass available. That is also something like one of our previous speakers communicated about, where you can actually get into this little test either here at the branch or online on our website, which is www.boston.co.za, and you can do the Career Compass, where we will give you a set of questions, and you can have on a multiple choice answer sheet answer those questions, and we can determine where your passion is. Because at Boston, we do believe that you need to follow your passion and be passionate about the qualification and then the occupation that you are going to follow for the time up to when you are going on pension. So please, people, make use of that. It is free of charge. You do not have to pay a single cent to do that, and we can assist you to basically get into the career path that you have the passion for. I just want to indicate as well that we do not only do the higher education studies, we also have our Boston short learning programs available. That will be for any one of the employees already having a job and maybe want to upgrade their studies, or they want to get a qualification for something that they are doing. And we have lots of those persons sitting with a grade 12 certificate, and they're doing the job, but they do not have the qualification to do that. People, please, we are having these Boston short learning programs or our occupational programs where you can do the qualification of your choice to go with the work that you are doing at the moment, or even to get into some qualification where you can do another qualification or another occupation in what you are doing at the moment. I also want to indicate that Boston City Campus and Business College does have bursaries as well. You just need to have a motivation to indicate why you want to have this bursary, and you send it to me on my email. I will later give you my email address as well, and we can apply for the bursary for any one of our qualifications. Boston also have a Graduate Plus, and with a Graduate Plus, we are proud to say we are so standing behind our qualifications that if you do a bachelor's degree with us or a diploma, we can assist you to get either into an employment into the next 6 months after you have completed your qualification, and we will assist you. I think somebody's mic is
now.
If the people can you
mute him?
All right, we are ready again. I'm just going to complete quickly with the
Conclude, Mr. Henning.
I beg your pardon?
I was saying as you conclude
All right,
the presentation.
As I conclude with my presentation, I just want to indicate that you can do anything online. All our colleges are doing online qualifications, and you can apply online at our boston.co.za website. Please do that. We will do everything online, give you your qualification, your quotation, and at this moment, even we do virtual graduations due to the lockdown procedures. I thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henning, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Mr. Henning. Mr. Eneng also indicated the qualifications that they have, the programs they have. He also indicated ukuthi they also have online qualifications. They also have their bursaries. He also said that when you are doing grade 10, 11, and 12, you must study with your heart and your soul in order for you to achieve your goal. Thank you so much, Mr. Eneng. Next, present. Thank you, sir.
You cannot come here. You can stand there.
Mr. Mutau.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can proceed, sir.
Thank you. I am Leonard Leboham Mudau, the Manager Functional Learning for Exarocol Mpumalanga, representing the 3 mines that we've got as Exaro in Mpumalanga, the one in Grill, the other one is in Delmas, and the other one is Belfast, which is actually in Belfast. I wished I could get 30 minutes because there's a lot of information. I had most of the presenters who were before me. They covered mostly the academic side. I, for one, am going to cover the occupational, academic, as well as the portable skills, careers which are actually available for the learners and everybody out there. Right, this I'll cover under bursaries, P1, P2 offerings, internships, learnerships, as well as skills programs to allow any person to be able to get to their careers. Right, there's one part I didn't mention. I had everyone introducing themselves on the academic side. I'm a product of the then VETS Technicon, which is VETS University of Technology at the moment, on the mining side, as well as on the electrical engineering side. Starting with my presentation, I've got a lot of information. I'll try to run through it. I'll actually start with bursaries. We've got in Exaro bursary offerings, and it's unfortunate that while we're doing this presentation, the bursaries actually closed on the 30th of April. Right, the offerings that we have, it's under the following disciplines, which are civil engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, geology, mine survey, mining engineering, metallurgical engineering, mechatronic engineering, as well as electronic engineering, right? There's one part here I need to actually explain because this one is actually new. We brought these two, mechatronic engineering as well as electronic engineering, to cover the 4th industrial revolution as it unfolds in South Africa. Mechatronic covers mechanical engineering, electronics, computer engineering, telecommunication, systems engineering, and control systems. So it's a qualification which is on time. Those last two which I actually mentioned are on time. In any of these qualifications which I've mentioned here, the minimums are science at level 6, Level 6 of actually the qualification side, where you're talking about an achiever of 70 to 79%. And through all of those learnings which I've just mentioned there, this it's a bursary which goes on for 4 years, for which at the end of everything, the company does offer you 3-year PIT program so that you can qualify, so that you can be prepared for Article E for those who go Article E, so that you can prepare yourself for what we call mine manager's tickets for those who are in mining. Right, apart from that, we run the P1, P2 programs, which are a requirement for people who are actually in universities of technology. We do that under the following disciplines, which are VOHER, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, geology, BI, in brackets, industrial engineering, mining engineering, safety management, as well as environmental management. Right. I need to explain because I'm carrying two things here. P1, P2 over 1 year. P1 for 6 months and P2, which goes on for another 6 months, where the company or the area in which a person gets offered some kind of a project to run with, which he's going to present to the professionals at the area in which the person works. And then the internship side goes on for 24 months, and the outcome out of that, we will have covered the on-job training, which is needed for a person to be prepared to be appointed in such relevant disciplines or in such professional positions. I don't know whether I'm going too fast, but I'll try to slow down as time goes on. Right, we do offer learnerships. Right, in most of these things I'm actually mentioning, I'll start with requirements, the duration, as well as the outcome. Right, we offer learnerships under the following disciplines: fitting, rigging, electrical, business administration, mining engineering, plate and welding, diesel mechanics, instrumentation, electromechs, or millwrights as such. Right. The requirements thereof for this are all of those people who actually, if you are talking the academic side or the school side, it's all of those people who got adequate achievements, which is level 3, 40 to 49%. So in all of these things that I'm presenting, I'm covering all of those people who actually went from level 2, which is elementary achievement, up to level 7, which is 80 to 100% outstanding achievements. Right, as far as fitting is concerned, we're looking for the relevant trade theory, as well as mathematics, engineering, science, as well as engineering drawing. This is all in N2. In all of these learnerships, we're looking for a minimum of actually N2. Mathematics, which is mentioned here, is actually pure maths. No maths literacy on this part here. Rigging, it's rigging, trade theory, and the rest of the three other subjects which I mentioned. If you're talking electrical, you are talking about electrical trade theory, engineering science, electronics, and engineering drawing as such, as well as mathematics. Business admin is the only one which actually includes the people who did maths literacy, functional maths, those who did economics at school, they can also apply for this one. The business admin actually runs 2 qualifications in one undertaking, where for the first year, for first 12 months, you are doing a level 3 qualification, which is an NQF level 3 qualification through SASITA. And then the following year, if you are declared competent, you continue with another 12 months, which is a level 4 qualification through SASITA. There you get as well as the mining exposure as far as work is concerned. Right, under mining as a learnership, we only need mathematics and English at 40%, which is that level 3 achievement at school. This runs over 24 months, for which 6 months is institutional training, theory training for 18 months, and then after that you are ready to be appointed in any mine with the following achievements which you'll be having: an MQA qualification as well as a relevant blasting certificate. It can be an open cast one, it can be an underground one, and all endorsements as needed. The next one is the plater welder, where you need a plater weld theory, you need mathematics, you need engineering science, as well as some kind of structural drawing. And this one is actually 30 months. You end up with a NAM trade test certificate. I think it's section 26B certificate, which allows you to work in an industry, in the mining industry. The next one is a diesel mechanic offering, which needs you to have diesel trade theory at N2, mathematics, engineering science, and engineering drawing as such.
2 minutes, 2 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Try to summarize.
Thank you. I'll try to summarize. At the end of everything, you end up with a trade test as such. Apart from that, we do cover a certain fold of people, which is called skills programs. We offer a mining operator skills program, which runs for 12 months, which allows a person to actually get into the mining industry. You need a minimum E symbol or level 3, 40 to 49, or 40 minimum in maths. English, science, it can be maths literacy on this one, because actually you'll be able to enter the mining industry from the bottom of the org. And after that, we've got what we call a maintenance operator skills program. It is under the banners or under the following fields, which is electrical, fitting, diesel mechanics, plater welding, boiler making, instrumentation, and etc. This needs pure maths. You can either be having learning FLC, which is foundational learning competence, and any of the N2 relevant trade theory and the rest of the 3 other subjects. And out of that, you'll end up with an artisan aid skills program, which will allow you to be able to enter the industry. The next one. Okay, the plan. Yes, it's a plant skills program which needs foundational learning competence, math, science at 40%. At the end of everything, you end up with a certificate of operating a mining machinery in any of this mining fraternity, basic coal prep, as well as a national certificate in mineral processing. This runs
as you conclude.
Right, there's one part which is left, which I'll just.
I suggest that you send. Sorry, Mr. Mutau. I suggest that you send your presentation to the youth office, so that all those who have interest in becoming employed by the mines can go through that presentation, because the challenge is that we have limited time. I'm sorry for that, but just sum up, and then you send your presentation to the youth office. I'm going to give the email address.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Mtau, and that was our last presenter. Mr. Mtau indicated that they have bursaries, learnerships, skills programs. He also indicated the requirements needed thereof. I just want to indicate ukuthi we were also live ku Radio Kwekwezi FM, A2 FM, Mutse Community Station Radio, Emalahleni FM, Inagegelo FM, and Ikutani FM. We have come to the last, to the end of our meeting. Let me take this opportunity and thank everyone who participated. Those who have questions or those who will need more information, they can send their questions to the youth office, to Shabangu nm@nkangala.dm.gov.za. Shabangu nm@nkangala.dm.gov.za. At this point in time, let me allow MMC Puokhadi, who's the MMC for LED, to do a vote of thanks for us. After that, I won't come back. Thank you so much for being part of us and making sure that our expo becomes a success. Mr. Puokhadi, over to you, MMC. Mr. Puokhadi.
Let me try call him quickly.
Please.
I'm trying to call him, but I see he's part of the meeting. Don't know if you can request him again to do the vote of thanks for us.
MMC Puokhadi, can you hear me? It looks like MMC. Yeah, it looks like he does not hear us. Can I request the chairperson of MPEG to assist us? Councillor Ngwenya, can you do the vote of thanks for us? Because I can see that you are the only councillor in here. It looks like Mr. Puokhadi can't hear us. Mr. Ngwenya? Councillor Ngwenya?
Well, thank you very much, MMC. Greetings to yourself, all our stakeholders invited, and young people who are part of this Career Expo, and the MMCs that are also present here. Well, in taking the responsibility, MMC, first and foremost, we must start by thanking the Youth Office of Nkangala for such an initiative. I think this is quite very important for young people to know as they navigate their direction, to know exactly where their destiny is, because sometimes it becomes a problem if you are a young person and you are still in school, but you don't know your destiny, your final destiny. So it's important that we host such a Career Expo so as to assist young people to properly navigate their direction. We must indeed express our deepest appreciation to all our stakeholders, the business and the institution that form part of this a very important event. It is through partnership that we can build a better South Africa. It is through partnership that we can assist young people to build their own better future. I think young people have heard for themselves that there are quite a number of opportunities out there waiting for them. The choice is theirs in terms of what they want. It's unlike in the past where these opportunities were not there. There are quite a lot of bursaries that are there, which I think young people will immediately interact with those institutions that have bursaries available in time. And we also appreciate the fact that universities are also indicating the courses that they are offering, which will make young people to immediately start applying. I think it is this time that young people must begin to apply so that come next year, when results are announced, young people don't find themselves wanting in terms of where to go. But at least when results are announced, young people should know where are they actually going to. We express our deepest appreciation to the institution that has supported this career. Indeed, without you, this career expo wouldn't be successful. We thank all the minds, business in general, for their contribution and their participation in this particular career expo. As I indicated, MMC, it is only through partnership that you can build a better South Africa. I believe that young people who are part of this expo are now better informed, or they are better people than they were before they attended this expo. They are pregnant of information which it must be of use. It cannot be just information for them to have it, but it is information given to them to use. But of course, we must, with a special thank, give it to young people who have formed part of this career expo, because indeed it is for them and it is about them. If they are not there, obviously this expo, career expo, will not shall have not realized its objective. For them participating in this expo, I think we have realized the objective of this expo. We want to encourage, as we close, the youth unit to, after this, to also do road shows, going out to schools, because I believe that not everybody had an opportunity to be part of this career expo, whereas we need everybody to get this information, and we need everybody to be assisted as they navigate for their direction to a better life. So I believe that after this, they will do extra mile, because this is well appreciated. And of course, extra mile will be commended in terms of ensuring that they go out, taking into consideration that we are in an abnormal situation, or in a very abnormal environment because of COVID. And I believe that whilst we are fighting this pandemic, we will also be doing our best to ensure that we don't compromise our future. Thank you very much, MMC, to everyone who have made it to this, and we wish young people all of the best as they prepare themselves for the next future, or for the next stage in their future. We also want to wish everybody who have attended this career expo well, and wish them safe as they try to protect themselves from this pandemic that is killing us like flies. We hope and believe that we all going to be saved as we are meeting here, so that probably next year we can meet again together in the career or metric results announcement, as we believe everybody shall make it, and will be making sure that the career or the metric announcement results will make us to meet again as we are meeting today. We should not be hearing bad news, as we'll be receiving results next year. All of the best to young people, and thank you very much, MMC.
Thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you and goodbye.